Hey guys, it's your coach Greg D here back with another video, and today I want to talk about a situation that I've been thinking about over the last few days, and one that I think impacts us a lot, especially when we are working on our journey toward health and fitness, whatever those goals are, whether you do want to lose weight, whether you do want to work on your fitness and endurance and all that fun stuff. What I want to talk about though for the majority of this video is it's okay to say no. And what I mean by that is when you are just starting out, or even if you've been doing this for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 months, whatever the time period is here. But especially if you're first just starting out, a lot of times we run into situations where people, like I've said in previous videos, people oftentimes try to keep you at the same level that they are at. Because of a lot of times it can be jealousy. They don't want to see you get, further ahead than they do. And sometimes this happens without, any malicious intent in mind. But, a lot of times when we, especially like I said, when we first start out, people, they're not, how can I word this? They're not willing to accept the fact that you're trying to better yourself and trying to change yourself. So they're still going to invite you out for, let's say if you're trying a paleo diet, which is basically like gluten-free and dairy-free, and let's say they invite you out for drinks. Now, obviously, if you're a person that has, gone out before and, once or twice a week and enjoyed a couple beers, obviously that's going to derail you. If you are someone who has decided to cut out all kinds of sugars, like you decided to drink soda or pop, and if you decided to, cut out all kinds of processed, crap that involves a lot of sugar, and let's say one of your friends invites you out for, let's say, go to the Cheesecake Factory, or they invite you to go get donuts, or, something like that. It is okay in this case to say no. Do not feel bad to say no, because more often than not, we're talking about you here. And I know that I've said this in other videos before, is one, you have the final authority in everything in your life. Number two, you have to put yourself first. You do. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like in a negative way, but these people usually have no concern over what that one thing will do to you. So have the power, have the courage, have the willpower to say no. It is okay for you to say no sometimes. Like, you don't have to feel bad that you are making these choices, to better yourself, and you do not have to conform to what someone else thinks or what someone else says or does just to go along with the group. You do not have to conform. It is okay to say no. So I really want you to think about that. I mean, I know that there are many situations where this comes up in everyday life, where someone wants you to do something that goes against what you're trying to work towards in a health and fitness sense. And if you do not feel comfortable with it, it's okay to say no. It is okay. Now, if you're talking about, as flipping the coin around here, if you are, let's say, having a cheat meal or a cheat day, then yes, you can go ahead and say yes, keep it in moderation, of course. But like I said, I think a lot of times we have this problem with saying no, especially with, friends, family. We want to be part of a group all the time, so we conform, even though there's that cognitive dissonance that makes us uncomfortable, because we're kind of going against, I guess I should say, we're going against what it is that we're trying to do or what feels comfortable with us. So, I mean, honestly, you can branch this out into other areas of your life. But like I said, if you do not feel comfortable with something, and especially if you are starting out a journey of any type, or like I said, if you are 5 years, a year, whatever the case is, have the power to say no if it doesn't feel right to you. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about situations where maybe you have conformed, even though it went against maybe your beliefs, your morals, your behaviors, or something that you had just started as far as working towards some kind of goal. So I want you to think about certain situations that maybe you did conform, but you should have said no, and maybe you were mad at yourself because you didn't. So think about how next time that situation arises, how you can, let's say, practice mentally to, work on saying no and feeling okay about it. You do not have to feel bad about saying no. So with that, guys, that's today's video. Like I always say, where there's a will, there's a way, and I'll see you guys soon.